Welcome to the best of 5 final between SK Gaming and MouseSports. To the left side of the map, SK Gaming with BKB on the Chen in blue, BZ on the Falstad, Discape on Anubarak, Linked on Rhaegar, and Zamoni on Tychus. To the right side of the map, we have their opponent. It is MouseSports, starting here in red with Kidagakash on the Reyna, Hazorps on Tacita, Fabio playing the Arthurs, Kareon with the support here, once again on the Uther, and Starzerk with the Illidan this time. The first map in the best of 5 final is Garden of Terror, and this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. A 2-1 victory for MouseSports in the semi-final against Faculty, and also a 2-1 for SK Gaming against PPP. So let's find out who's gonna take the first blood here, who's gonna win it on this map in particular. A 4-man gank attempt against the bot lane, where we currently see Kidagakash on the Reyna, playing it quite passive here, bit intimidated already. Both teams actually like looking for an opportunity to maybe drop somebody. Up at the top we have BZ on the Falstad, playing it really low. Starzerk and Fabio might try to go for level 1 attack against the mercenary camps, against the giants once they spawn, and it looks very much like that's gonna happen. We have for each team 1 hero on each lane, and yes, there it is, the level 1 siege giant attempt here by MouseSports against SK, trying to steal those knights, and if they're fast with that, then they might succeed with it, because right now the only thing that SK Gaming knows is that there's nobody on the map, so they think it might be a gank squad. Talking about gank squads, a noob, oh, there comes the jump against Kidagakash, nice blocks already, and he's getting stunned as well. That might be the first blood here, bam, down he goes, nice gank attempt that we had from SK Gaming. They take the first blood here, very well done, and now we also have the mercenary camp pushing up at the top. So MouseSports is down 1 kill, but they got the mercenaries here, so that gives them a bit of pressure at the top lane. They're already angling towards the seeds here, but they want to go for the mercenary camp before night falls. Actually, like that, I'm not quite sure if that's the smart choice that they are going for here. Taking the mercenary camp is a great idea, but hitting that at this point in time means that we will see SK Gaming with most likely a lot more seeds than MouseSports. They're already taking seeds at the top and at the bottom to the left side, the safe side. Zamoni capturing the seats right there. We have BKB getting a few to the right. They have 36 already, and he moves away before Kidagakash with a penetrating shot can just do some damage here and just hit him back. So Discape up to the top on the Anubarak is attempting to take down the big Garden Terror, going for that. It's still a soaking time. Level 4 versus level 4, and a nice healing ward here being dropped by Link, the Rhaegar, of course, trying to support his team as well as he can. We have Kareon already moving in at the left side, and Hazorps is on the move too, but they don't have a full rotation. They only have 2 heroes here, and that's not going to be enough to deal with the situation. The rest of the MouseSports team is occupied taking the seats at the bottom of the map. We have also here BKB about to move back in. Apparently he was running in some trouble down in the bottom lane. Up to the top currently we have level 5 already taken by SK. BZ is pushing pushing the lane back with another hammer. Oh, Hazorps needs to be careful. The grenade is pushing him out of position. The stun is hitting him hard as well, but there's not enough. Oh, the engage against Escape though. He's body blocked there, but 2 heroes are already there, and he just moves back in the last second. Zamoni gets locked down by a Howling Blast, but is able to escape regardless. Level 6 for SK. A slight advantage in experience might give them the earlier level 7 talent. That could enable them then to take more seats in the second night. They already got 4 additional ones in the first night. Not really something that will break the game, but still they have a slight advantage, and they might come into play later on. So far we have the mercenaries taken down to the bottom. We have for SK that classic lineup again with 2 front players. We have the Chen and the Anubarak, and then as the damage the Tychus and the Falstad with Rhaegar as the healer. So a really nice combo potential that we see there for them as well, and it's just like the Anubarak and Chen that they can go for such an amazing lockdown against individual heroes. That should definitely put the Reyna under a lot of pressure in the team fights. Talking about pressure, the hard camp is being taken, and Escape actually sees that. The immediate rotation by SK, and MouseSports is trying to act on that too, but they are contesting this, and just like Escape moving back in the last second, but Uther goes down, Kareon is already dead, Starzerk is in trouble, but BZ has to jump out here, and the Knights are taken then in the end by MouseSports. They drop BZ as well, and now Starzerk is starting to hunt down heroes. But he can't jump on Link yet. No, he can! He actually moves in and he gets at least a bit of damage in, but not the hero itself. So an exchanging kills up here at the top lane, and then the Knights still spawn for MouseSports. It was a good attempt though by SK to try and steal those. But MouseSports was able to get them, and now they push in the top lane. Falstad is flying in, gathering up the experience here. And they really take that lead. They have that experience lead against MouseSports. They're already on level 8.5. That should give them the earlier 10 with the heroic abilities. Unless, of course, MouseSports is going to pick up another kill here. So far we have them close to level 9, and as you can see that Hardcamp is now going to start soon pushing in towards the bottom lane for SK Gaming. Starzerk is trying to steal the mercenaries at the top, but he realizes that there is a rotation happening and has to move back. So that was a bit of wasted time here for him. It's of course quite unfortunate for the Illidan, as BKB down pushes still the lane in here. 9.5, the rotation towards Hazops, Link moving in with a Rhaegar, trying to just slow him down as well. Dimensional shift being used, and Escape is also killing the last few creeps on the lane to get the extra experience. The level 10 is going to hit now, and with the level 10 maybe they can do something. They're trying to steal the mercenary camps down to the bottom right, and they should be able to do that with 3 heroes and another 4th able to just jump in and rotate in. But here we go, Starzerk is getting stunned. Yes, but I don't think they can. Oh, maybe they can follow it up. No. Oh, it is a close one. I really thought that the Illidan would be able to escape, but then in the last second it looked like Illidan would maybe be dropped there. I think if BZ would have been there, he could have just simply used his shotgun R to finish him off. But they steal the mercenaries, put some additional pressure on the bottom lane. That is already pressured by the Knights, by the way, just like to mention that again. And now the Knight drops, so they're starting to take the seats, while MouseSports is busy defending the bottom fort against the Knights. The Arthurs is here taking care of the 2 mercenaries, and we see already 1 plant taken, which is visible to the opponent's team thanks to the clairvoyance on the Uther. They know what's going on, and of course we also have the optional for Oracle from the Tacita. BKB as the frontliner is starting to take the damage, and he goes down. No, he's splitting the pandas up again, and now he's starting to hunt the Illidan, and Illidan is getting away in the last sec. Oh, holy cow, that was so close! Nice attempt, nice try by BZ. I like it. It didn't work out for him, but I really like the attempt there. That was well done. We have already BKB moving back and welling up as the rest of the team is taking the seats. Both teams have a plant growing now, but that top terror is still there. And they seem to be moving into the mid lane to maybe like push Hazops back. If they get more seats here, that would be a great opportunity for SK to get ahead in the game. It's level 11 versus level 11. The terror is rotating towards the top. Here comes another clairvoyance. They go for it. Seats are taken. That's a few extra. They are at 89 already. And Fabio is moving in. The plant is not there yet. The plant is there on the other hand for MouseSports. SK has to disengage, and they're able to pull it off. Here comes BKB on the plant. Both teams are going for that right now, and they seem to be contesting the seats over here. So that's the battle that we've been waiting for. Reyna's Raiders, the duration is halfway over already. They go for the plant, they try to take the seats. Link is moving in up at the front. Can Link maybe grab a few more seats? It doesn't look likely. 92 seats against 60 at this point, and suddenly Arthas is in trouble. But the Escape needs to tunnel away, and he does that in the last second. Oh, I'm not quite sure if that ancestral healing was really worth it. Arthas is already down, and now they're pushing Korean back. The Uther is starting to get very low. Oh god, he's getting polymorphed. Is he actually getting dropped here as well? No. The Escape has to move back for now. We have Starzerk still in the plant, and Zamoni with a grenade, and a quick dash escaped his fate. Holy cow. I thought he would die there, but he's getting away the last second. Link is also just running, pulling a Forrest Gump here, and Hazops is escaping with another dimensional shift. Like, holy cow, this is changing from 1 second to another. Just look at Starzerk here now trying to escape, and BZ still at full HP, dishing out his damage, but that was quite the battle. Another plant is already there. 100 seats for SK. Oh, BKB. He has the panda up again. He has the panda up, and he is going straight for, for whom? Who is he trying to take down? Is he going for the Illidan? Doesn't really look like he will. We have Fabio maybe in a bit of trouble. The Escape goes down, and that plant is apparently not growing anymore, or is it? BKB is currently welling up once again. The kill count is 3 versus 3. And I'm a little bit surprised here because, okay, the respawn in, well, there it is. I expected it to be a bit earlier than that. Second plant coming into play for them. Level 13 versus level 12, soon to be 13, and we have MouseSports aiming for pressure with the Night Cam. So far they've actually been doing a pretty nice job. I really thought that a few of MouseSports heroes would die there for sure. And have you seen the HP on the Rhaegar? I actually think that at some point Rhaegar misclicked with his ancestral healing. I'm not 100% certain if I just like looked at the wrong hero or if he actually healed a hero that was nearly at full HP. It looked a bit weird to me. I think he wanted to go for maybe the Tychus there and hit himself. Like whatever happened there, I don't think that Rhaegar really intended to heal that target with the ancestral healing. So, looking at the talents just for a quick seconds before we're going back into the fight, we're already at level 13, so you can see the Illidan once again going for a very big sustain build here. We have Gathering Power picked up by Falstad, we have the Overkill build for the Tychus, and Tassadar is focusing a lot on the Storms, as we have now the wall pushed in towards the middle. The plant is already moving onto the fort, and this second plant can do quite a bit of damage, especially since there are 50 seconds left on it. 50 seconds for the plant, the Polymorphs always a big danger. If you can just lock down once, you might get bursted on, and then if it is a quick attack by the opponent's team in a good rotation, then you could die, and we will see a 5 versus 4 following that up. But so far it's a 5 versus 5. The fort is down though, and Zamoni is immediately moving down to the bottom lane, which forces a rotation out of MouseSports, and they are down in experience at this point. And the rotation up to the top by the rest of the team together with the mercenary camp. They are getting an easy fort here. Really well done by SK. Like, from a tactical point of view, I feel that SK is one of the best teams that we have in Europe right now. Making those decisions in the games is something that they are very good at. They are extremely good at rotations and just these tactical moments where they say, alright, we force a distraction at the bottom, we push to the middle, and then we split to the top, to the bottom, and we force them to just choose one of them. There's no real good choice for MouseSports. It's very tricky to act against that. No matter what they do, they will expose something. Now we have even more seats taken for both teams, and once again it's SK that is faster. SK is faster with the seats. They have nearly another plant coming, and they could move down to the bottom and try to contest the Terra. Not quite sure if they're gonna arrive in time there, but yeah, the Tychus is already close, but it is not ready. But they can engage against this, and they are close to level 16. If they get the talent right now and engage, they might be able to utilize that in the next battle. They're already jumping in with BKB at the front. Escape is gonna go for a tunnel. He's gonna go for a stun. Here comes BKB once again. Hazuops is in trouble. He already used the shift, and he is down. Level 16 is there. Nice Shokunor hitting 2 of them as they retreat. They're forcing them back and taking another fort. And just like that, SK took 3 forts. 3 forts taken, and they rotate towards the mercenary. It's really amazing to see how they are controlling the maps and the objectives. I've said that in the last best of 3 that they played, and it's just showcasing here once again. We see MouseSports, on the other hand, attempting now, of course, to stabilize a bit. They have a plant on their own that they can use here, and with that they might be able to just do something. A party push attempt that is already broken up. They don't want to go for it any longer. We have BKB just moving back as the last player here. An attempt to somehow do something against that with a polymorph, but they don't get that, and they're just waiting the plant out for now. They're saying like, alright, we're just going to rotate with the plant, we're going to try to meet the plant wherever it goes, and then just buy ourselves some time. It's 1 minute left, and you can see that Starzerk is not really comfortable moving anywhere where the opponent's team is already set up, so he's just trying to move from base to base. They're waiting for the 16 to hit, and that hit now, so now they have that additional talent as well, and SK has to rotate. They're going to lose that wall, that much is certain. The question is, are they going to lose the fort? Up at the top, we still have a decent pushed in lane for SK that they might be able to use later. For now, they have to defend the middle. And BKB at the front is taking that damage like a boss. He's a happy panda, quite literally, because so far he's been playing a good game. We already have Starzerk at the front. The fort is getting very low, and double polymorph. They're giving it up. They're giving it up. They're saying like, alright, we can't take that. This one, you can have that. You have 20 seconds on the plant. Let's just wait a little bit longer, and then they're gonna go for it. So right now they're jumping in once again. There comes the Odin form. They have their heroic abilities again. Kidagakash is initiated upon. And great heroic ability here being used by the Falstad. He needs to move back. The Escape being healed by the Ancestral Healing in the last second. Fabio is in trouble. Just shielded once again, but Reyna is down. The DPS is gone, and Uther dies as well as the rest of the team is trying to hunt down Fabio. Nice fly-in by BZ. Goodbye, Arthurs. 3 heroes taken out. Hazops is still running. The escape is on the move, trying to just unhorse him, and he gets that. They're gonna get this kill, aren't they? Here comes the shield, but the stun is there, and Hazops is trying to do what he can, but Falstad is barrel rolling towards him, and this is another dead hero. 5 heroes killed. SK with amazing play. I'm absolutely in love with their rotations, with their coordination in games. Heroes of the Storm, more than any other MOBA out there right now, needs team coordination, just because you have the shared experience and all these other elements in the game. Coordination is everything, and SK is doing a beautiful job at that, and it just shows in their play, it shows in their engagements, and they have a very, very crisp style of just moving from one position on the map to another one, and just always getting that. It's just like perfectly in sync in time. We have them once more now going straight for the seeds, and they have already 92, and that's extremely dangerous for MouseSports right now. Not because the next plant is going to be strong, that's of course one reason, but with just a bit of luck, SK is going to get 2 plants in a row now. If they take maybe another fight, if they like rotate well and take their seats, they will be able to get 2 plants in a row, and that is spelling disaster for MouseSport if that actually happens. We already have the plant growing. They get all those small camps here. We even have BKB at the top still trying to get those camps. He could always use his Zoric ability if he needs to escape, and MouseSports gives the bottom terror up. They give it up. They don't take it. They just leave it to their opponent, and that means that we are going to see 2 plants back-to-back for MouseSports, unless I'm completely mistaken right now. MouseSports is going to be able to counter that with 1 plant on their own. They will have 1 plant ready, but I fear that the second plant might be where they lose their first key, if not this one. It's gonna get extremely dangerous. The level 19 is the next level that we see for SK. MouseSports is looking at level 17. Yeah, 110 seats are still there for SK. It's double plan for them. They will have 2 plans, and now they also have 2 additional cams pushing, whereas we only see 1 cam at the bottom lane pushing the lane in for MouseSports. MouseSports is in trouble, and that one is already taken out. The plan for them moves in. They cannot even base race this. They have to defend there. They have to play defensive, and they know that. They have no chance of actually just go for counter aggression and send that plant in. That's not going to work. They have to defend down here at the bottom, and they're trying to do that. BKB is jumping on the plant. They're trying to buy some time, trying to, of course, also burst it down as fast as they can, and in the meantime, the escape on the plant here for the team is doing already a lot of damage. Nightcam is eliminated, of course, but here comes the approach by Starzer. He's low in HP already. He's extremely low here in HP. The plant for MouseSports is about, well, I don't want to say about to die, because it still has a significant amount of hit points left, but if you compare it to us, the escape still has on the plant for SK, then it's a huge difference. We have to escape once again, going plant for plant. Agent of War fighting toe-to-toe with them. The wall is gone, and it looks like SK is rotating again. They cover their retreat with another polymorph plant, with another seed there. We have them in the middle right now, wrecking another tower, and it's just these rotations. 28 seconds on the plant for the blue team. We have SK with 20 seconds against 35. Here they go again. The escape is really low on the plant now as well, but they initiate upon Fabio. They try to go for Fabio right now. Raiders are being used. Here comes the shotgun. Oh, Odin, miniature Odin, as the shrink ray is being used, but suddenly Kareon and Fabio are in trouble. So is BKB, but he used the Panda ultimate once again. BZ moves in and drops the Uther. Really well done. There comes the Ancestral Healing to put SK back into business here. Extremely well done by SK. They get the kill, they get the pick off, and now MouseSports is in trouble even before the second plant is taken. I mean, we have the entire SK team just converging towards the keep. They want to get the keep with a push alone, and then they can go back for the second plant. The keep is about to go down, and the plant is growing. There goes the keep, and yes, they can disengage right now. Or they can just try to initiate against the heroes that we see from MouseSports being overextended. And they don't do that just yet. So they disengage for now. They're trying to make sure that they can't be hunted down, and then we will see the second plant move in. By the time that happens, the Uther is going to be back. But we have 10 kills against 3, and we have the 20s. Looking at the 20s, it's a double resurgence, the Blast of Ore, the big red button. So really strong abilities for them, and a very defensive setup that we see here for MouseSports. With double stone skin on the Illidan, on the Arthurs, of course you want to have those talents on these heroes, there's no doubting that, but we have at the same time also a great position now for SK to finish things off. They have a plant moving through the middle once again, and they already dropped one of the keeps. They could try to go for the core with the 20 that they have. It's still level 19 for MouseSports, and oh boy, seeds are once again there. And what is BKB and his team, what are they doing? Are they going for the kill? Or are they just like gathering seeds where the plant is distracting the opponent and pushes him back to defend? They have choices here. They have a couple of options, and they are apparently trying to end that game. That plant is already a strong one, is hitting like a monster truck here. Taking Kidagash down is the game, apparently, and they go for it. That's the first kill, and they get maybe a second one on Starzerg. Yes, there's the triple kill with Uther dying as well, and that should be a game and over. This is game number 1 in the best of 5 series, yet the final, and it looks like SK is going to take the lead. They are dropping Fabio now as well. They're hunting him, and the core is already taking a lot of damage. They're just turning around right now, and that plant alone is wrecking, absolutely destroying the core here. Looks like we're going to see a 1-0 lead for SK. There it is, GG, and MouseSports is down 1 game in the best of 3 series, yet the FrayTV finals. Game number 2 in the best of 5 final at the FrayTV Invitational. SK is going up against Mouse, and we have a 1-0 lead for SK Gaming. BKB, as SK Gaming player number 1 towards the left side in blue, is playing the Chen. BZ is playing the Taika. Zamoni on the Vala, where's the Escape on the Tyrael, and Linked playing the Uther. We have to the right side of Haunted Mines, our second map in the best of 5 series, MouseSports with Kidagakash on the Falstad, Hazu Ops on Tacita, Starzerg playing the Carrigan on the Brightwing, and Fabio playing the Stitches this time. So the 2-lane map in the map pool is being played as map number 2 with a 1-0 lead for for SK Gaming right now. And MouseSports, maybe with an early hook, is looking for initiation here, trying to go for the hook there. BKB the hook, and they can lock him down right now. They're trying to. The Primal Blast hits him, but that is about it. And suddenly they turn it around. Fabio is in trouble. Here comes BKB, goes in, and there goes the Stitches. Stitches is out, and they might be able to get the Carrigan as well. The shield is there, and they immediately turn around against Taikas. Suddenly it's a 1-for-1. Well done there. They lose the Stitches, they kill the Taikas, and at the end of the day, they are all friends and happy. Well, maybe not friends, but they are at least now in a position where the experience is shared once again. Up to the top, what we see there is the Chen chilling in the bush, and maybe trying to initiate against Carrion. We have once more that split that you see so often on this map, where you have 4 heroes at the bottom lane or at the golem lane, and 1 hero on the you can call it an off lane on this map. So the immediate attempt to take those siege shines, I have to admit that I find that very interesting. Oh, that hook! Oh my god, like the Escape just barely able to jump away with a Tyrael. That was a great hook there by Fabio. But yeah, coming back to my point, I'm actually a bit surprised to see them take the mercenary camps this early, because usually you try to take those mercenaries to defend against the golem once that the mines are over. Most of the time, nice hooks by Fabio, like absolutely top notch, and BZ being locked down. The kill against the Tigers is amazing for MouseSports right now. So that camp pushing surprises me. Usually do you use it to defend against the golem, and these siege giants normally don't do a lot of damage against the wall when you get them this early. But maybe if there's something else going to happen. Another hook by Fabio, like holy cow, he didn't miss a single hook just yet. But Carrigan is in trouble, and with a bit of an experience, they just look, this didn't do anything, didn't do really anything. They're moving down in the mines, they're getting the first drop into the mines down there, and that's a great move right now. Linked is still standing there, waiting for a potential drop against Carrigan. The heroes moving in down at the bottom right now. Finally, we have up at the top Korean still on the Brightwing. They're trying to maybe chase down one of the heroes. Is there going to be a hook? Level 4 already for MouseSports, and SK doesn't have that yet, but they jump on Carrigan and they are able to drop her, but they lose one of the heroes in the process. Here comes the Tyrael moving in, doing damage against Fabio. Fabio really low, getting shielded by the Tacita. Brightwing is of course with the army as well, and we have the jump against Kidagakash. Oh my god, like what? He survives and the rest of the team is moving away already. Look at those two heroes. Look at that. Both of them with no hit points whatsoever. This is crazy. How did they survive that? Tacita and Fawcett so low, but SK has already 43 skulls. They have 43 skulls, they're moving out. The Scape is trying to just move in there for a second. Up here we have BKB and BZ looking for an opportunity to maybe go straight for the Carrigan. They're pushing it back already. Here comes the Tyrael, but the rest of the MouseSports team is already with them. The shield on Carrigan, the Primal Grasp against BKB, 4 against 1. That's definitely not a fair fight. Shen goes down, but it looks like Kidagakash might share his fate. Yes, the grenade straight onto the wing is taking him out. The attempt to go for the stun, they get it, but they escape. So 48 skulls against 22. And are they trying to contest the golem down here? They're moving in already. Here's the Scape. He has 1 hero, 3 heroes are down, and very, very little hit points on MouseSports. All of the heroes are roughly half HP now. Mazobs is getting engaged upon. He's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. The stun of Carrigan saves him for now. BZ dashes away, but Carrigan goes down, and Hazobs, he needs to retreat here as the Carrion is trying to escape. But Stitches, what is Stitches doing there? He's dying. He doesn't stand a chance against this. And now suddenly with a lot of momentum. Oh, Tiger's actually being killed by Kidagakash, moving in from behind, taking on the assassin. We have MouseSports still in the lead in experience and going for the skulls here. And if they get all of those, then it's going to be a massive, massive golem for MouseSports. Sorry, for SK Gaming, and they get it. So really nice battle so far. 5 kills versus 5. They're actually moving up to the top entrance and trying to go straight up to the top lane. They could try to push that maybe in a bit. We have, of course, the Knights taken now by MouseSports. It's kind of the normal play that you want to go for. The tactic is just like so commonplace now. If you're losing the mines, then you try to get the Knights as fast as you can, and that is where we see SK headed and trying to get this done. The interesting part is that with the Siege Shines taken earlier, they are now back to business again. So MouseSports can take them once more, as we have to the left side, suddenly BKB and also Zamoni trying to get the Siege Giants for the defense. Both teams are doing that. The bottom lane, that golem is so strong. 78 skulls on the golem, and that is going to become a very difficult push to hold for MouseSports right now. But still, we have level 7 versus level 7. The kill count is the same, and it actually looks like Zamoni and the rest of the SK team are going towards the top to push that golem back as fast as they can, and then maybe even go for the top wall instead of fighting with the golem at the bottom lane. That golem is being dropped down in seconds. I mean, that hit point bar is racing towards 0, and he's being dropped there without any problems whatsoever, as the entire team is now starting to converge down to the bottom. Brightwing is actually at the top lane right now. He's trying to soak up a bit of experience there. Koreon is also trying to hold against the mercenaries that we see, but the golem down here is still doing some damage, and now with the entire SK team arriving at the scene of crime, we have one first tower being dropped, and they're going straight for a second one. At least they're trying to. Here comes a Searing Arrow, using that right in. Nice stun there on Fabio, by the way, not running out of the golem slam range. But so far, the golem doing a lot less damage than I thought. And I assumed with that's such a big difference. But one wall is breached, and up here we have those towers still with enough ammunition to do quite a bit of damage. Nearly level 9 for SK, so they're taking that slight lead again. And we have also the opportunity for Fabio to maybe like turn things around with a good hook. It's 5 kills versus 5, so in terms of kills they are exactly on the same level. And that first golem didn't do too much. The dash away outside of the range of the Primal Grasp. Link moving in, trying to look for a stun here. Doesn't get the opportunity. And they forced Brightwing down. They forced Brightwing down to the bottom lane, and that means that we have only BKB up to the top gathering up experience. That's a problem. That's a big problem for MouseSports. They're losing out on even more experience, and that will enlarge the level 10 window that we are going to see for SK, unless there is going to be a pickup by hero. There's already BKB trying to go for Carrion. He was waiting for that hero to just approach there. We have now MouseSports pushing in at the bottom lane. The mines are gonna open up very soon. Once again, the attempt to go for a hook by Fabio. Of course, thwarted by the gate here at the front, but nice use of the abilities to drop one of the towers. They don't get it just yet, but uh-oh, Carrigan in trouble, and Tyrael jumps in with a sword, drops it there, and Carrigan is out of frame. The initiation with a 10. Oh my god, what a nice ultimate here. Nice synchronization of the heroic abilities by SK. They dropped 3 heroes in a row. Vala, and the Tyrael with great moves there, going for the initiation with the Judgment, and then the immediate Rain of Vengeance. That is way too much stun for them to handle, and down go the heroes. We lose, of course, on the side of MouseSports Stitches. We lose the Falstad and also the Carrigan. Suddenly, the kill count 8 versus 5, level 11 versus level 10. Down in the mines, we see BKB already heading towards this left spot where we see the most skulls. We have an attack up here at the top, and that is going to get nasty. Carrigan using the heroic ability. She's already low on the other hand, and while we see, oh wow, that jump down into the mines, but suddenly they are chased over here. No, the stun is not hitting, but down to the mines we have only 3 heroes for SK, and they already have 23 skulls, but the Illidan needs to jump away there. What about the rest? The other players for Team SK are still trapped at the top. We have to the left side now another engagement. Zamoni is trying to escape here. He might actually be able to pull it off. No, he's getting hooked and he's getting dropped. BKB though is jumping to the top. 36 skulls against 18, and MouseSports, with them contesting the entrance to the mines at the bottom lane, they have suddenly put SK Gaming in a very awkward position. They are down 1 hero, level 11 versus level 11. You cannot really fight with a 4 versus 5 moves, but they are still trying to do it, and I don't know if that's not a mistake. Suddenly a great ultimate by Lynx. Here comes the initiation with the Tyrael, locking once again the Carrigan down, but she doesn't die. BZ's Odin is already dropped, and BKB has used his heroic ability again, absolutely in vain. Most of the heroes for SK are very low now. They bought themselves some time to get the Vala back, but all of them are so low in HP that they cannot contest this. This is going to be a great second golem for MouseSports. And that was actually a really smart move by them. Contesting the bottom entrance here really won them the second mines, and that is getting a bit dangerous for SK, because the golem scale and this golem is going to be a big one. No skulls taken right now by SK. If they lose BKB here, that would be horrible. And they're going to lose him for sure. Here comes the Rain of Vengeance, but it doesn't do anything, and if that hook would have connected, then I think, yeah, then I really believe that SK would have at least have had to kiss one of their forts goodbye. As it is though, it's still gonna be very tricky for them to hold up here at the top. Down to the bottom, we have of course also MouseSports now in a position where they need to make a choice. They don't push with their own golem, which is stronger, but they try to defend the fort. Nope, they move to the top. They move to the top, they try to take it, or are they just angling towards the hard camp? The hard camp, that's where they are moving in right now. Yes, they want to get those mercenaries, and they just make sure before they start it that we have MouseSports actually really defend against the golem. But it means that the golem down here at the bottom will get some damage onto the fort. But we have 12 versus 12. MouseSports is back in 8 kills versus 7. And at the top lane, the massive amount of damage is dished out towards the golem. He's being dropped immediately, but the knights are moving in right now, and that is the real danger that we see for SK now, because that fort is getting pushed hard. Whereas down here, the golem might be able to take it. We have 4 heroes going straight towards the top, but the golem is already down. The only thing that Stitches can do is drop a quick slam. Talking about, like, oh, actually he's gonna get it, right? Yep, the fort is gonna be dropped, and we are gonna take a look at the talents here now that both teams are on the 13. No real surprises in talents taken. We have Gorge with a full slam build on the Stitches. We see the Carrigan with an Envenom, of course. The Falstad goes for the traditional build with Rewind and also Gathering Power. Tyrael, multi-shot build on Vala once again with a Spell Shield, interestingly enough. Huh, what do you know? Spell Shield being used. Apparently Zamoni having a lot of respect from the Carrigan. Doesn't want to die to the stuns there, to the initiations. Nearly level 14 for SK. They're still a little bit ahead with this. Oh, the hook against BKB. Not the hero you want to hook. And they jump in and try to take down Fabio. The body blocks are real, and whoa, Fabio is even getting abandoned there. This is not like an Ohana moment. Ohana means family and nobody gets left behind. But Hazo Ops and Starzerg apparently didn't get that memo. They just leave Stitches to die, and he didn't stand a chance there, getting initiated on by 5. They move as 5 on the map now, and it pays off. 9 kills against 7. To the top, we have them once again rotate towards that wall, and they are definitely going to get that tower and the gate. Maybe even more than that. They are going straight for tower number 2, and keep in mind that the mines are going to open soon again. Not really afraid of the Stitches hook as he's still down. He still needs to walk in, so they use the opportunity to just like go straight up against the wall and drop a couple of structures. But MouseSports wants to fight. They want to fight now. They have the Stitches back. They want to go for the initiation, and that's one of the great strengths that they have for this composition. The hook and then the lockdown with the Carrigan, and they want to play that strength. And they're not getting it right now. BKB is jumping in again and force an ultimate that hits at least 2 heroes. Here we go again. Oh, Carrigan is being dropped. A great Rain of Vengeance, an extremely narrow corridor, and Vala is taking full advantage of that. The Stitch is about to die here as well. The entire SK team is so low, but they don't retreat before they kill a 3rd hero, and they're maybe even getting a 4th. No, not quite. But we have the mines now open, and with 20 seconds on the counter, that's suddenly like a big problem for him. Oh, BC! Oh, BC, like, oh, that was maybe a bit sloppy by him. He thought he would be able to get in there, but yeah, Hazorps just anticipated that move, and he said, like, I might be low in 8 points, but I still have my shield. I still have also my dimensional shift. I'm gonna drop one of you guys, or at least I'm gonna, like, pressure you a lot so that when my teammates are up, we can contest what happens in the mines. And we have a lot of the heroes very low. BKB is still waiting for his heroic ability. You can see them beat back, all of them right now. They're just gonna take the bottom skulls as well, and that puts them with a 62 golem into a pretty good spot. The Night Camp in the middle is still down for another minute, so they can't do anything about that yet. But they are moving to the bottom lane, and they are apparently trying to just push that wall in. And in the meantime, we have the golem being attacked down here. But with the golem taken, even if they beat back right now, they are most likely going to lose one of their towers. And losing the tower ammunition is already a big deal when you're trying to deal with the golem. So that is going to make that push even stronger. They're dropping the first tower, they're going for the second tower, and MouseSports is just now moving in, and the tower is nearly dead. So a lot of damage done. No hook possibility. They're going for it right now. Nice dodge. Really nice dodge in this game. They were waiting for the hook. They were anticipating it. And they did a great job against that. So suddenly we have that 62% golem pushing the bottom lane. And the problem that they really have is that with the towers already low in ammunition, one of them annihilated and the gate nearly done, this golem is doing a lot of damage. So it won't be stopped easily. And on the other hand, that 38% golem shouldn't really pose a challenge towards the SK team. They are already on level 16 as well. So they're going to drop the golem, and then it's time for that 4-2 fall. At least that's what I would assume they are going to do. The golem down here is already pushing in the gate, as you can see. The tower is out of ammunition, so it can't help with the defense here. And that makes it very, very slow for them to drop that golem. And the golem is easily dropping the tower here, even with the shields that we see from the Tacita. And once that's done, it's going to converge towards the key and put some pressure onto that. We have Knights taken before the pressure at the top lane is going to become a reality. So the Knights are now being grabbed as well. And easy peasy at that, of course. And SK is starting to move where they're dropping the mercenary camps one after another. They take the opportunity to do that, and they don't go for the top fort. They don't really have to right now. It's still a 1-0 lead in the best of 3 series for SK. This is map number 2. SK is ahead, and in this game they also have a slight lead. But we all know that a single hook and isolating a hero and dropping him fast could change that. BKB and his teammates, they still have the level 16 talent, and they are going straight for that fort, and they drop it within seconds. That fort is gone. That provides them with level 17. The mercenaries that were pushing the wall right here have been taken out, and MouseSports is feeling the pressure, I can tell you that much. Another camp is moving in. Oh my god, Fabio with such a great hook attempt, but even with a fishing hook, actually breaking the slam build here a bit for that, he's not able to go for it. We have double blood for blood on the Tyrael and on the Vala. We have double relentless on Chen and Tychus. And as you can see, we have also one shrink wave for each team. One on the Tacita and the other one on the Uther. The attempt to go for a hook again and for initiation, playing your strength, trying to use your composition as it's intended to. That is what they do. Never box with a boxer, never wrestle with a wrestler. And this is the game where MouseSports wants to be the initiating team, and they are trying it over and over again. But here comes the initiation against Carrigan. Great shotgun! Oh! And Carrigan is already down. BZ in the Odin form. Fabio is being dropped. The Rain of Vengeance stunning him out once or twice. The mines are open as Kareon is about to die as well. And with the mines open and Kiragakash potentially falling to Zamoni, yes he will, this is going to be an absolutely terrifying position for MouseSports. Hazorps gets killed as well. It is a full wipe. And the mines will open in 10 with the skulls. We have down there already BZ and Vala, and they are just going straight for the skulls. And Kerrigan alone is going to take another 10 seconds. That gives SK Gaming all the time in the world to just move through the mines, get the skulls one after another, and I'm very much afraid for this keep over here. It can already kiss its pretty walls goodbye, because I don't think it's going to survive the next golem. We have 60 skulls already. They are getting every single skull down there, and MouseSports can't do anything about it. They still have a hero down. They are rushing towards the mines as fast as they can, but this is going to be a 100 skull golem, like easy. No contest, nothing. 100 skull golem. The escape is running into Starzerk. That might become a problem, but the entire team is rotating towards the position. The escape is running away, and Kerrigan, like, what are you doing here? You are gonna die. Here comes the judgment, turning things around. Goodbye, Kerrigan. I'm not quite sure what Starzerk was thinking. Maybe just trying to keep them busy while they're rotating towards the fort and take that. But suddenly we have the heroes moving out of the mines, and Kiragakash, oh my god, like, goodbye. 2 heroes down, 3 heroes down. This could very well be game. I don't know what Kerrigan was thinking there. Maybe trying to buy MouseSports some time to drop the bottom fort, but as it happens, not only Kerrigan dies, but way more than that. The Gorge against, well, yeah. Goodbye, Fabio. Is he really going to survive that? I highly doubt it. They're just going for Fabio, and they're dropping him as well. That keep is already gone, and even the golem alone on 100 skulls should be able to drop the core now. All the heroes are down, 22 kills against 8. SK Gaming is playing Heroes of the Storm on a different level at this point. We have them taking game number 2 here. They've made it possible once again. Kerrigan is back and tries to at least take down Link. She might be successful with that, but nope, there it is, the GG, as we see the core falling again, and good job by SK Gaming taking game number 2 in the best of 5 series. Game number 3 in the best of 5 series has started. SK is going up against MouseSports in the FrayTV Invitational Final. To the left side of the map we have in blue SK Gaming 2-0. Their score now against MouseSports in this best of 5. BKB on the Anubarak, the Escape on the Stitches, Zarmoni finally getting his Illidan pick here. BZ playing Falset and Link on the Brightwing. To the right side we have MouseSports. They're down 2 maps. They have to win 3 in a row if they want to win the finals here. It's Kiragakash on the Nova, Kareon on the Uther, Hazorps on Reyna, Fabio playing the Chen, and Starzerk playing the Tacita. We are looking here at Cursed Hollow, of course, and the teams are already rotating towards the bottom here. So is SK able to win it with a 3-0, or will MouseSports start their comeback in the series? There's already the party push and the attempted hook by the Stitches, not getting it in though. That's what she said, as Link takes the top lane, and we have actually a bit of a rotation towards the Brightwing, trying to maybe pick him off here. But yeah, Kiragakash in the party bush, waiting for an opportunity to get the snipe in. Down to the bottom we have BKB and Escape, looking for Hazorps on the Reyna. He's playing this safe and sound now. Up to the top, the engage against Link, and he gets away. Alright, so not taken out here, playing this careful. Safe and sound. The Stitch is still looking for a hook, and they're just like taking the watchtower. Hazorps is just standing there. He's not doing anything. He's leeching the experience. He's saying like, yep, you guys won't be able to take me down. I'm gonna play this as safe as I can. Oh, the Nova actually. Hola. Kiragakash is maybe in trouble here. Oh, the hook and the potential stun. No, but Illidan moves in, and he is gonna finish Nova off. There she goes. And goodbye Hazorps as well, maybe. Is he getting away? No, not with Illidan. Not with Illidan and the body blocks here. They are moving in, and a double kill. Starting the game off for SK with a 2-0 in kills and a lead in experience. Well done by them. Kiragakash moving into that watchtower range with 2 heroes being there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. Maybe he didn't see them and assumed that they were already gone, but whatever it was, he was being dropped and the team rotating towards him to save him, lost another hero in the process. Now Starzerk in the mid lane has to deal with Illidan, and I mean, Zamoni is an amazing Illidan. He showcased that several times and we've seen it here once again. Let's find out if SK is going to be able to, yeah, just like follow up with that lead that they have right now to force another victory. Well, we have actually them getting engaged upon, and Kiragakash with a snipe against BKB. Fabio's being attacked, but Brightwing is jumping in, helping out. Here comes Bees with a false step. These sick rotations by SK. They take another hero down. They kill the Chen. They are hunting the Nova already, and they got also the Knights moving down now, trying to put some pressure on Hazops, who did a lot of damage to Samoni. But really, this is just absolutely incredible. These quick rotations with a Brightwing, with a fly in by the false step. They don't waste a second. They see trouble brewing and they move in. They help out their teammate and they get 3 kills now in a row. Oh, Starzerk, here comes the stun, and they don't get it, but it's close. They don't get him, but it's a really close call. And there's, of course, Tribute number 1. And with level 5 versus 5, nearly level 6, maybe MouseSports not even going to contest that. Yes, they are not. They are soaking the experience on the lane, and they leave the Tribute alone. First Tribute goes to SK Gaming. They have the full stat down to the bottom lane still, trying to just soak up the XP here, get them maybe an even bigger lead, and especially at the level 7. Talent is of course something they're currently aiming for. Hazops is not jumping out, he's still afraid that there might be a rotation towards him. We have Kiragakash and Fabio attempting to take the Night Camp now, which we see not taken for, well, SK yet. Actually, like, it has already been taken, so they can't take it as it has a 3-minute respawn timer. But we have the mercenary camp to the top left being captured by them. They go for the siege giants here. 3 kills against 0, and once again that experience lead. It's just blowing my mind that SK somehow is always able to end up with a lead in experience. If you watch the last few games closely, even when they don't get the kills, with how they gather up the XP on the lanes, they are always a bit ahead of their opponent. Here comes the stun, the engagement against Kareon, a triple disable, and their body blocking the Uther. He can't get past them. He cannot get past them. He's barely... No, he survives. How on earth did he survive that? But that body block was out of this world. A 4-person body block, and somehow the Uther just wiggling his way through, covered himself. I don't know how he did it. Like, that was pretty crazy. Linked getting the second Tribute. MouseSports is not contesting that either. They're trying to get a pick-off down at the bottom. BZ barrel rolling away into its death as Kiragakash is finally putting the dent into the lineup of SK Gaming with a quick kill here against the false stat. 3 kills against 1, nearly level 9 for SK Gaming though. And the problem that I see with this is that they have already 2 Tributes. If they are able to farm experience now and hit level 10 when the next Tribute comes into play, MouseSports is going to be cursed. MouseSports cannot contest against level 10 if they don't have the heroic abilities just yet. So either they succeed in picking off another hero and closing the experience gap, or they somehow, oh god no, if they lose Hazops right now they will fall even farther behind, and they are going to lose him. There's no way. There's no way to save him here. 9 levels, nearly 10 now for SK Gaming, and I think, yeah, there's the Tribute. They might get level 10 before that. Oh, Stitches goes down actually, and is down for another 18 seconds. That might give them the opportunity to take the Tribute. It's level 10 versus level 9. The Tribute is spawning, another 9 seconds on the Stitches, another 8. We have them taking, oh, the boss. Interesting move. Going for the boss instead. Not contesting the Tribute since they don't have level 10. Allowing the curse to hit them. And they are going for the golem instead, for the boss here. And trying to just push the top lane. But you can really see that they are missing damage a bit. It takes them ages to get the boss. And during all that time, we have now 4 heroes starting to push the bottom lane. As what at the top, we have the Brightwing going straight for the keep here. It's still not down. They lose so much time. I actually think that in the end it wasn't a good decision. BZ leaves the game, he drops out. Down here we have the 4 taken. I really think that that was not the smartest move. It was in theory maybe not a bad idea, but as it happens, it doesn't work in their favor. Well, Brightwing could actually die here as well. It looks like, yes, he blinks to one of the creeps and he moves back. Doesn't die here. BZ is still not back in the game, which is a bit of a problem. I hope that he will be able to restore his connection. The boss down here is contested now. Up at the top, well, we still see the Golem trying to do some damage. But still, another 15 seconds on the curse, and that already means that those towers, or at least the gate, is going to be contested, and most likely the 2 towers are going to lose their ammunition. Down to the bottom, we have the Golem starting to move in at the bottom lane, and that bottom lane is severely pushed. MouseSports is going to claim 140 at the top. That brings them back in experience, nearly close to the 12. We have already one of the heroes moving straight back with a quick B, with a Hearthstone, to contest the push at the bottom lane. Now it's the Nightcam that's being taken. Of course, the False that is currently following one of the heroes. It's following the Brightwing, apparently. But BZ is still not back, and that makes me worry a bit for SK Gaming here. We are, of course, way too far into the game that we could see a restart. And BZ, I'm not quite sure what the issue is. I guess that he's currently trying to reconnect, but he's still not here. MouseSports is now in a position where they are theoretically 1 hero up, but we still have SK moving S5, pushing into the middle and just trying to go for a quick 4th here. Hazops is getting stunned, the Golem is still down there, he pushed through the wall, he's going straight for that well, and is also depleting the ammunition on the keep as the mid fort is dead and dying. Level 13 versus level 12, and as they're disengaging, we're having a look at the talents. We see the precision strike here being used, we have Reyna's Raiders also in the mix. For the Anubarak, it's the Locust Swarm. We also see complete, at least up to this point, smash build for the Stitches. Going for that with a Crippling Hammer, interestingly enough, from BZ. Crippling Hammer, actually very interesting pickup here, not going for the rewind, which we usually see. MouseSports seems to be eager to move up against SK in this battle. We have 1 additional fort being taken, and here we go. Oh my god, the shotgun ore by the Falstad bot was actually a pretty decent one, and the precision strike taking... Nova is taken out. Karaon is about to be dead as well. BZ is back in the game just as the fight starts, and it's 4 kills against MouseSports, with even Fabio being picked off right now. I don't think he's going to be able to dodge this one. Nope, not with Anubarak already darting in, and another potential stun against him. Fabio is being dropped as well. BZ drops out of the game once more. Well, at this point, I'm actually wondering if SK is better off without him. Like, have you seen that ultimate in the last fight? Nah, I mean, the Falstad bot is of course not what you want there, but I have to admit that the heroic ability that he used in the last battle was actually like pretty well executed. He got at least 2 or even 3 heroes with that, and BZ is now back to business as the team is starting to push towards the wall. 9 kills against 2, MouseSports down 2 games in the best of 3 series, and another tribute spawning on the map. Great move so far by SK, a very big push going up against them on the bottom lane, and I guess they can gather up that experience in just a few seconds. Linked, the Brightwing is moving in, and they have now one... Oh, the hook! The hook against Kitagakash! Are they going for the Gorge? No, I don't think he really expected that hook to hit, but that was of course putting the fear into Kitagakash. He's actually running away on the Billy Mount, and he's like, oh my god, like my heart. He probably aged a couple of years. Level 16 versus level 13. A full 3-level lead for them right now. And Escape, is he going to go for another hook here? We have Zamoni starting to engage towards them. This is an extremely difficult game now for MouseSports to win. They're down in tributes, they're down in levels, they have lost every advantage that they might have had at some point in the game. The walls are being taken out to make it a bit easier for the Stitches to land a good hook then later on when they engage. Of course, it also takes vision away, and now with another tribute spawning on the map, they just move to the top. They can just take the tributes right now. There's no real need for them to engage into the keep at this point. They don't really have to do that. Engaging into the keep just would increase the chances of them getting maybe wiped here and MouseSports coming back, so they play this extremely safe right now. This is one of the games where they can finish the best of 5 series out, and MouseSports of course is extremely eager to now look for a potential comeback. 2 tributes for SK. Oh, Hazops might be in trouble. He's getting stunned, he's getting polymorphed, and he's getting completely his ass kicked right now. So he's down already. That's kill number 10 for SK, and now they have an opportunity to take the Golem. With only 10 seconds on the Golem and Hazop's down for another 20 seconds at least, they can go for it, and I do not think that MouseSports is going to try and contest that. I don't think they can. I really don't think that they can move in and pull it off. Maybe the Chen can delay it for a bit, but they can't hold that until MouseSports is back. So their Golem is going to fall here. And the next tribute would curse MouseSports again, meaning MouseSports kind of has to fight for it. But they still don't have the 16 talent. They do not have the 16 talent, and BZ is leaving the game again. Like, come on, BZ, get your shit together, dude. Like, he's back, and SK, I really would like to be in the TeamSpeak or in the voice chat of SK right now, because I feel like they're making quite a bit of fun of him at this point, especially with all the trash talk that he put out earlier in the game lobby. So we have right now them rotating towards the bottom boss. At the top, it's MouseSports is reacting right now. That's the problem that they have. They can't do anything. They can't initiate. They are reacting to whatever happens here. It's like them just moving. Like, SK is dictating not only the pace of the game, SK is dictating the moves that MouseSports makes. They push a golem into the top lane, MouseSports has to react. They push a golem to the bottom lane, MouseSports has to react. They get the tributes, MouseSports has to fight for the tribute here. They allowed the curse earlier, but right now they're taking another one, and as you can see, they can't even move in. There's a long distance hook, and once again, MouseSports is being cursed. They are completely passive here, and can you really blame them? I mean, what are they supposed to do? So far, SK has done so incredibly well in all of the games, and this game included. It's extremely difficult for them to do anything here. Falstad is moving in once more. We have the golem on the way to just drop the fort. BZ is dropping out of the game as well. Even with all these troubles that they have, the Falstad actually moving back. Like, Falstad doesn't give a shit about that fight. He's like, what? 5-man fight? Yeah, no way. Screw that. And they still move in. They still try to drop them here. And that fort is getting lower. The keep is getting lower and lower and lower. And that's also something that can be said of the top keep here. That's being pushed hard as well. Falstad is just like moving across the map. Like, he doesn't give a shit about what happens. BZ is back in. He's like, what the hell is that thing doing? And that keep is already gone. One keep down, another one pressured hard. Falstad is flying back in. He's finally back to business. But SK, like, dude, I don't want to be mean, but SK doesn't need you. PC has left the game again. I'm pretty sure he's gonna watch the VOD of this at some point, so I hope that you know that I'm only kidding. But yeah, we have SK doing extremely well given the circumstances. The keep here is nearly taken out, and in the middle they're putting so much pressure on it that it might die in a second. There comes the Gorge against Tassadar. Nice precision strike this time. The stuns are real. The split on Fabio going into the triple panda mode. Falstad is moving back. He's actually kiting them. Falstad is occupying Farby so hard. 2 heroes are down. The Uther and the Tassadar are dead. The first kill on the Falstad bots. That's the only kill that they got so far. And once more, we have SK just dominating this battle. It is 13 kills against 1. They dropped the bot, and that's about it. All keeps are gone. Every single one is eliminated. BZ, well, the story repeats itself. BZ is back, or he isn't. Like, who knows? Who cares? BZ is, yeah, watching as his team is taking down the core. This is gonna be game, ladies and gentlemen. SK is dominating MouseSports in the best of 5. It's a 3-0 for SK Gaming, a well-deserved victory. Absolutely fantastic play by them. Absolutely beautiful. Congratulations to SK, the victors of the FrayTV Invitational.